Beanie, what are you doing? The Beanie. She's monitoring the property all the time. She's a good watchdog. And everything is quiet and peaceful. This is my crown of thorns. It was very tiny. I mean, it's still relatively small, but it used to only be this big, and I paid a ton of money at the greenhouse in town, but it's really grown nice outside here this year. Like under the flowers, there'll be like thorns, and it will grow really big and make thorns, but it looks really cute right now, and I just like oddball plants, and the succulent is falling into the pond. That one's been growing really well right there. There's a little shady nook for it, and surrounded by there's tomatoes and some other plants. I'll have to feed them. I did feed them this morning already, but they're constantly hungry. My beautiful koi. The water is not as cold as it was the other day. There's a lot of plants all around the pond now. And look, oh yes, we should look at the corn from South America. It's getting pretty tall. There's another one over there catching up. But yeah, it came out really nice. John put these tobacco in pots because he didn't want to throw them out, but kind of looks nice there, and I've got it open and unzipped so you can see into the pond. I like these nets, although yeah, so when it gets really cold, I'll be taking the nets down and putting up the cold frames. So watch for the cold frames, because usually in October I start making cold frames, because you don't want to leave the nets up too long in Canada, because they can freeze hard to the ground, and then they get ripped and torn if they freeze hard to the ground. So you want to get them before like a massive freeze to the ground event happens. And I like to the cold frames keep everything going nice all winter as well. And I use only one heater when it's really cold. The one 1500 watt cattle heater from PV Mart. It's relatively cheap to buy compared to the other heaters, but it is 1500 watts. So I use it like only when it's minus 10 or below, like for consecutive days. One brief overnight period of minus 10 is not a big deal, because the ponds will run, and when they have the cold frames, they'll hold their heat.